special green ticket, a story of the petrodollar. Alara sat at the kitchen table, spinning a colorful globe. Her grandfather, Silas, a retired economist, watched her with a smile. Did you know, Alara, that for a long time, the whole world ran on a special kind of ticket? He asked. Alara stopped the globe. You mean money? Not just any money, Silas replied. The US dollar. Because of a secret deal made long ago, the dollar became the only way the world could buy the energy it needed to move. Silas explained that after World War II, at a place called Bretton Woods, the world decided the dollar would be backed by gold. In those days, Silas said, a dollar was like a receipt for a tiny piece of gold held in a vault. He remembered his younger days when the world felt more certain. But in 1971, that gold link was broken. The world needed a new reason to trust the green paper in their pockets. To save the dollar's value, a bold plan was hatched in 1974. A U.S. diplomat flew to Saudi Arabia to meet with the king. They made a historic handshake deal. Saudi Arabia agreed to sell its massive oil reserves only in U.S. dollars. In return, the U.S. promised to protect them. This created the petrodollar. The world couldn't have oil unless they had dollars first. But there was a second part to the deal, Silas told Alara. The Saudis took those dollars and lent them back to the U.S. government by buying treasury bonds. Alara tilted her head. So they gave the money back? Exactly, Silas said. This allowed the U.S. to borrow massive amounts of money very cheaply. We call this the exorbitant privilege. It's like having a credit card with no limit and a very low interest rate. This privilege made life in America different because the rest of the world constantly needed to buy dollars to get oil. The dollar stayed strong. This meant Alara's parents could get low-interest loans for their house and their car. The petrodollar system acted like a giant cushion, Silas explained, keeping our costs down and our schools and parks funded through government debt. But the world is changing, Alara, Silas said, his voice turning serious. He showed her a digital screen. Other countries were tired of the dollar's power. China began asking to buy oil with its own currency, the yuan. People started calling this the petro-yuan. The dollar's share of the world's savings had dropped from 85% down to just 57%. The special ticket was losing